Hey, welcome back to... Oh, fuck, that sucks. Like, subscribe, follow all our socials. No. Oh, come on. No. Hi, guys. Welcome back to Hollywood. Oh, that was okay. Maybe I could do like a... Hi, guys. Welcome back to... No, that's so cringy. It'll be fine.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
You here for the audition?
Yeah. You as well?
Yeah.
I'm fucking shitting myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. What roles are you guys going for?
Brandon.
Yeah, I think it said.
Brandon's the best role.
Brandon.
It's the best role. I feel like it suits me.
And it said like need to replace urgently on the thing, so
Yeah.
I think they're probably gonna cast it today.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You don't really look like a... I don't want to put you off. You
No.
don't really look like a Brandon. You know?
Really?
No,
Oh.
Hey, we'll see. Good luck.
Yeah, man.
Good luck.
You too.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah.
Good luck. Yeah.
No, it'll be fine. Oh, fuck's sake.
Welcome back to Hardlyworking Podcast. We're back for
Back
another
again.
week. Hope
Back
you enjoyed
again.
that little skit.
What skit?
Was it not going in before? I thought it was the first thing
I'm
they did.
joking.
Oh, come.
Fucking idiot. You prick. As you can see by the beginning of this episode, we're going to be talking about auditions today.
Yes, sir.
Before we get started, as always, subscribe, please. All you have to do is press that little button somewhere around the video.
Bam.
Hit subscribe. It's free. As soon as we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to be doing a giveaway.
Mhm.
Big giveaway.
£1 million.
Big giveaway.
Massive.
Huge giveaway.
It's the biggest giveaway on YouTube.
Mr. Beast, who?
So yeah, all you need to do is subscribe. Join this little community we're building. Stick around. Hit the notification bell so you know when everything is released. We're trying to get more consistent. Uploading videos as soon as we can on Fridays. Every Fridays at 6 p.m. So all you need to do is subscribe, notify, share it with your friends, like it, comment. We love the comments. We love engaging with people. And yeah,
You've got the role.
thank you very much.
Got the role. Yeah, I think you got the
Perfect
role.
audition.
But yeah, so auditions. How do we feel about auditions normally?
I think it depends on the audition for me, but overall I hate them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mm.
What about you?
I think they're a necessary evil that I do despise.
We've done a lot of auditions since we've all started doing Amdram.
Yeah.
They're quite different to a lot of the auditions outside in the industry now because of COVID are all like self-tape ones.
Yeah, there is a lot of taping going on.
So like you're not really in the room as much as you want to be. I always prefer to do it in the room. It's strange as well doing it in the room because having not much practice with it because of self-tapes, you go in, you're like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm going to do. So a lot of it's self-taping, which is fun, but also, I mean, you can get it perfect on a self-tape,
Yeah.
whereas in the room, you can mess it up so many times.
But also there's like a level of like rawness that you don't get in a self-tape of like,
yeah.
you know, they see what they get what you give.
Yeah,
But on
yeah.
a self-tape, they obviously are aware that you've probably done it until it's perfect.
Yeah.
So it feels a bit sterilized, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I find it difficult to judge with self-tapes if I should include the one where I like stuttered on a word or something, or if I should include the one where it's, like sterile.
It's a good point, actually. I've never really thought about like having a bit of maybe like not perfect, bit of roughness to a self-tape.
Yeah.
It's more real, I
Yeah.
think. But then you're like, I'm not going to fucking send that because it sucks.
I mean, I've only ever
Yeah.
done one self-tape, and it was for an Amdram show. I did it for Joseph.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And it was just singing a song and then doing a dance. And it was the best dance audition ever because I got to drill it over and over and
Yeah,
over
no
again.
pressure.
until I got it
I
right.
always feel like in Amjam, I could be wrong. I feel like when you do a self-tape, they watch it, but it sort of gets put to the side a little bit.
Yeah.
Like when I did it for Legally Blonde, I knew I wasn't in the room getting to interact with people, so I sort of just
Yeah.
knew I wasn't going to get it.
Yeah, I
could
mean,
be
I've never
wrong.
been on the panel,
Yeah,
So I
it's
don't
hard to know.
You'd like to think that they judge it the same, but I think it's really difficult to be impartial when someone is stood right in front of you and you can see them, you can feel their energy, you can see their energy with other people, even if it's literally just how they interact with whoever opens the door.
Mhm.
You can get a sense for if they're going to be a nice person to work with.
Yeah.
Whereas on a tape, like you say, you kind of just, you get 2 minutes and that's it.
And also when it's like in person, they can ask you like, "Oh, can you maybe try it this way?"
Yeah.
Whereas in self tape, you're like, "This
There's
is
no
what you're
room.
getting."
No
Yeah.
room to workshop.
Yeah, and if you
Yeah.
get recalled, then you can. But if it's not, then it's like, well, this is all I got. Go ahead with
Yeah.
it. But in person, it's like, yeah, I can try it this way. I can. The director can sort of work with you, and see how you would do it differently,
Yeah.
which definitely helps. I really hate auditions. I despise them.
What are your nerves like?
Awful, awful. Like
you-
so bad.
Do you get more nervous for an audition than a show day?
Yeah. I
Wow.
don't know why. Because for me, it's like I've spent months doing this character. I know it inside out,
Yeah.
so I'm comfortable with it.
It's more like an excitement
Yeah.
nerves, isn't it?
When it's like an audition, if I haven't prepared fully for it, then I know I'm not going to do very well, and I'm going into it like you just don't know it. Like you
Yeah.
don't know the character, you don't know the lines properly. Having the lines in front of you as well always holds me back because I'm like, I don't know, I can't move around. I'm looking at the lines. I can't do anything with my face. You try and look up, then you lose where you are on the page.
You
Yeah.
overthink everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
completely, and it sucks. But yeah, I get really nervous auditions. Yeah, it's just hard. It's really hard.
Yeah, it's hard. I get less nervous at auditions than I do for shows.
Really?
Yeah, because in my head there's less expectation at an audition than there.
Yeah.
Like the people in the audience, obviously it's different if it's an amateur, I'm sure, if it's a professional show. But the people are still paying for the tickets, even when it's an amateur show.
Yeah.
So there's still an expectation that like you're not going to mess up and you're going to get it all right, and that there's going to be lots of energy, and that the story's going to be fun and the musical's going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas at an audition, I always remind myself that they're just looking for potential and they don't want you to go in and deliver a final performance, because there's a director for a reason. The director will want to put their own spin on it. So I always remind myself of that. And I've gotten a lot better recently, actually, probably since doing Rent, at auditioning.
Oh,
and
okay.
not like before, I would go in, ask the pianist to play the first note, and then still not sing the first note correctly. And I'd be like, fuck. Whereas now I'm like much more confident. It probably does come with just having more confidence in my own abilities and
Yeah.
my ability to sing and act and stuff. So weirdly now dance auditions are dipping for me though.
I'm the other way
messing it
around
up.
now.
I'm
I
getting
got
complacent, I
more
think.
confident in dance
That's good.
compared to singing and acting, which is weird because I'm not a dancer at all.
I think you and me though are on a level with dance where it's like we've reached this point where we enjoy it,
Yeah.
and we're starting to feel a bit better about dancing, but we're also still at the point where it's still just like an opportunity for us
Uh-huh.
to like for like experience, and like we don't feel like we're going to completely flop in a dance audition now. Whereas I feel like Matt's got a lot more experience, so he holds himself to a higher level in a dance
Oh yeah,
audition, do you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
You want it to be like perfect or close to it as much as you can. So you put yourself to that. You're like, I need to be up here. Whereas me and Sam are like,
we're just happy to get it right.
just get it right.
Yeah,
Doesn't
just
need
get
to
it
be
right.
perfect. As long as I've got it right, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I think I said in a previous episode that I had a PANTO audition, but I don't think I have actually
You haven't spoke about
Oh,
it since.
yeah.
come back to it. So this feels like a good time.
on.
It was horrific. It was probably the worst audition I've ever had in my whole life. Have I told you guys about it off camera?
No.
I think
can't
Well, not
remember.
me at least.
you mentioned it
Okay.
to me a little bit.
Great. Well, it was a room. It was bigger than this, but it wasn't too much. I don't think it was double the size of this room.
Okay, well.
And there were 17 of us, and it was kind of invite only. It was like invite only, but the producer had sent messages out on Spotlight, so I don't know if he had gone through loads of people and just. But anyways, there were 17 of us there. There was 6 boys, 11 girls. That's normally the way it goes especially with amateur and paid stuff. But anyway, it was a dance audition first, 2 till 3 dance audition, 3 till 4 recalls for singing and acting.
Mm-hmm.
And you were asked to bring 2 contrasting songs, either MT pop or pop rock, because it's a panto. So normally they've got pop songs in anyway. So I prepared Why God from Miss Saigon, because I'd literally just done that for JCS auditions. So it's comfy. I know it. I know the choices that I was going to make and stuff. And then I took I'm Still Standing by Elton John / the one from Sing. I don't know if there's actually a difference, but I did the original by Elton John.
I don't think so, apart from It's an Animal.
Yeah, and it's not Elton John singing.
Yeah, apart from the animal singing, there isn't much difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those are the ones I prepared. So we do the dance, and it's probably like a minute to a minute and a half worth of dance. So it's quite a lot for an audition dance. She taught in 2 sections. Got to the end of the first section, I was like, wow, that was fast and technical. There was a double pirouette, there was a fan kick, there was 2 chaîné turns, which is where you like turn across, arms in, arms out, arms in, where you're like turning across the room. There was a side leap into a roll. It was quite technical.
Oh my god! Wow. Yeah. That would. I would be terrified to do that.
Yeah.
And she taught you this all on the spot, and then you did the audition.
Yeah.
You
but
didn't...
that was just the first section, and she taught that in maybe 10 minutes, and then she went, right, okay, on to the section 2, and I was like, excuse me?
How long before you went into audition did you have after both dances then?
So she taught it in 2 sections, but then it just ran through. She just taught it in 2 sections for our brains.
Right.
So it literally was like, we joined the 2 sections together.
Yeah.
Which added up to like a minute. Learned it in 15, 20 minutes, and then went outside, and whatever number you were just waiting.
What number were you?
15. But we didn't actually go in numerical order. It was a bit strange. They called us in groups of 3 or 4.
How much time did you have?
I was able to go through it 4 times outside.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I would hate to be the first group.
Yeah.
I mean, you would hate it, but also you'd be okay because you
out the way.
On your brain.
It's on your brain.
It's
yeah,
fresh.
it's fresh.
You're ready to go. But then, I think your one was probably like a good number because you can go through it.
I was pleased because it was probably the fastest I've ever learnt a dance in my whole life.
Yeah.
It was so stressful. I'm really out of practice with picking up routines quickly because I'm not studying. I don't go to regular dance classes, which I should do. So the most practice I get is going and doing them at Amdram auditions.
And to be fair, the last, like, you did Kips.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
And then Guys and Dolls.
Yeah.
And now JCS.
Yeah, and to be fair, both of those were pretty dancey, but you have much longer to learn the dances at rehearsal, obviously. You get like 2 or 3 rehearsals to learn the dances, and you have time to go over it outside. But anyway, the thing that I really didn't like about the audition was because it was so many people in such a small room. Like, even us 3 doing a dance in here would feel cramped.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there were 17 of us, and bear in mind, they're expecting, like, flat side leaps and double pirouettes. Like, they were fast pirouettes, and then you have to roll. And the first time I was able to do these moves with full energy was in the audition. There was no opportunity to be given the space
to do it
do the dance in the space. And outside you could have done it, but it was like gravel and it was like a car park.
Yeah.
No one wants to like be doing a dance full out. Maybe that's the difference between me and the person who got the job. They were practicing it full out in the car park.
Spoiler, man.
So you know who got it?
Well, I know that I didn't. But anyway, to round the story off, I went into the audition room with 2 other guys, and before I'd buzzed my hair, we would have all looked exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
We all had the classic
It's cast type.
brown curly hair on top, short back and sides.
Yeah.
They were like a couple inches taller than me, but pretty much all like fairly small, kind of athletic build. And we did the first 8 counts, and then we all just looked at each other. And no one did any more moves.
You're joking.
No, the first time we did it, Drew, we all just went.
If we go down, we go down together.
Yeah. Hey, at least it wasn't like those 2 carried on and you were just there. That would have been horrifying.
But hopefully I would have been able to pick it back up. But I like looked to my right, he's not doing anything. Looked to my left, he's the one that knows it, and he's not doing anything.
So
And
did you
then-
get to do it again?
And the choreographer was like, "Do you need me to start the music again?" And I was thinking, "Yes, of course we do. We're stood here looking like lemons. Of course we need you to start over." Anyways, she started it again, and in my head I was like, "You need to lock in because this is embarrassing right now. This is severely
You don't want to
embarrassing
do that
for you.
again.
Even if the other two stop, you have to just do something." But anyways, it was fine. I did it, and I
Did
remembered
everybody?
it.
Did the other two remember as well?
The guy on my right kind of I caught a couple of times, like either went into the wrong move or quickly was like, "Oh yeah, that's the move." But then the turns took longer than I thought they were going to take me. So
Mhm.
every single time there was 4 turns in the routine, and without fail, every move after the turn was a count behind from me.
Oh, okay.
Because the turns just took longer.
yeah.
I didn't put enough energy into my pirouettes, so the double pirouettes took longer, and there's no grace. You had to come out of the double pirouette
straight into
immediately into like a side gallop across the room.
something. Yeah.
It was really intense. But anyway, I had a friend there, and she messaged me the next day being like, "Booked and blessed, how about you?" And I was like, "Yeah, congrats, man. Good for you." But
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
so
sorry, dude.
she got, I mean, it's all good. I didn't get recalled for singing. So I was like, something's going to have to go seriously wrong here for them to give me the role because they haven't heard me sing. So I kind of knew from that. But they didn't, like, on the day say, "You guys are cut. Thanks for coming." Regularly, that's what they do.
Mhm.
But they just made us wait around a bit. And they were like, "Okay, we'll be in touch." And they
Right,
weren't in
yeah.
touch, by the way. Actually, if you're listening to this, that was rude as hell.
Yeah.
That's so
yeah,
normal.
bad
though.
practice.
Because it was invite only.
Yeah.
I expected like a, "Thanks for coming.
A lot of the time,
We can't cast you this time," but
A
there was
lot-
only 17 people.
I reckon out of all the auditions I do, half of them reply, half of them don't.
That's quite high.
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
you don't know. Sometimes you just, I mean, when you do it, you send it, you forget about it. Sometimes you get an email
Yeah.
and you're like, you didn't get it. And you're like, oh, cool, I didn't even expect to get an email.
Yeah.
Most of the time, you just don't get an email because they don't owe you nothing. They don't have
No,
to
it's
email you
true.
at all.
But I just think it's a producer that I have worked with on doing video as well,
Oh, okay,
and I would consider him a friend.
right.
So
You just
I
wouldn't
would
like
message
it.
if I said to my friend, "Hey, come audition for my project," and then I didn't cast them, I would probably just drop him a text about, "Hey, thank you so much for coming. Sorry you didn't get it this time."
Yeah.
And also just on how are you guys with dealing with rejection? Because I've just thought of a funny video I saw.
I used to be awful with it.
Yeah.
Got better because I realised that other things come along
Mm.
and new things will happen. So you just, yeah, it's like I say, when I'm doing self-tapes, I'll do the self-tape, I send it, and I just forget about it.
Mm.
Like, I'm like, cool, that's done, on to the next thing.
Yeah.
If I don't get it, I don't get it. If I do, then fucking buzzing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been last couple of years. I've been quite lucky anyway.
This is true.
I
Yeah.
was going to say, Sam doesn't have rejection.
No, that's not
ain't
true.
no rejection.
That's not true.
What a prick.
But I have been very fortunate and very lucky. But also, it's not really that I'm bad with rejection. It's more that I when I finish an audition, I will put myself in a state of mind that I just haven't got it.
You
Okay.
do that so much.
So that usually when
Save
it
yourself.
happens, I'm like,
You
I knew
do
it.
it
Yeah, I do it anyway. Yeah.
every time,
Yeah, I
actually.
do it.
Now I think about it, you're always like... "Oh,
I will
didn't get it."
find like in JCS. Obviously, I was very, very lucky to get it, but I was still. There was one part in my audition where I.
Did you forget the
Oh
words
yeah,
or something?
I thought in my head I was getting the words wrong. I thought it was
Mhm.
the wrong part
I've
of the
been
song,
there.
and I looked directly at the director and the choreographer, who is your partner, and I went,
Both
no.
of them.
I literally mid song I went, singing, no, and then went back to singing.
You just stopped.
He
I
just
stopped.
said nope.
I just went no because I thought I got it wrong.
Oh,
so I
you
went,
said no.
So I dropped out of character, went no,
Oh.
and then cut straight back in because I realised I was messing with myself and I was getting it right. And so then for the rest of the day, I told myself that's why I'm not going to get it.
Yeah, you really psych yourself out of the role before we went to the pub after, me and Sam, just to get something to eat, and we were like,
yeah.
cool, we'll go chat. And the whole time Sam's like, I messed it up. I know I have. I'm not going to get it. And I was like, you're already taking yourself out of it before it's even been
Well,
made.
also, it was a very, very. I mean, the JCS audition was probably the most competitive audition I've been a part of.
yeah.
It was really, really impressive, actually.
I genuinely couldn't have told you how they were going to cast it.
No.
Which is, it was, yeah. Everybody was so good, and I was also happy to lose to any of them. To lose out to any of them.
The talent was right at the
Really,
top
really.
of all the stuff that we've done.
I mean, and it's
Yeah.
meant we have a very, very talented cast because they've all been given other roles. So
Yeah, I think I have, again, not been on an audition panel. It must be hard, but it must also be kind of reassuring for the panel that knowing that pretty much whoever they cast out of everybody that
It's
was
gonna be great.
recalled,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
everyone's going to be able to do the role.
Yeah.
I think everybody in the cast is pretty interchangeable in terms of if anyone had to go on for any other part, they would do a great job of it.
I mean, our local societies as well have had such a large boom of young men recently.
Yeah.
So like every audition we've kind of been a part of, we've heard the words, "This has been really tough for the guys," because I just don't think they've had that much choice when it comes to men in the last few years.
Men in musical theatre are
Well, it's like when we
rare.
first started, it was
Me
we
and
got
you.
asked to just join.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have
Yeah.
enough guys, and now it's like every guy.
Now they're
we
asking me to
know-
leave.
We know so many people now in the community. Every guy we know is going for these roles.
Yeah, it's
and
good.
it's just getting more and more and more.
Yeah, it's becoming competitive.
And everybody's getting better as well. Like
Yeah.
I think this is a thing in Amjam in general, but I feel like especially because we're all quite a tight knit group of guys in these groups that usually go from group to group, from society to society. So
Yeah.
we always see each other. We're always performing with each other. So I feel like we always push each other.
Yeah.
So like, I'll hear someone's audition and I'll be like, oh my god, I had no idea they could do that, and that's made me go, I need to push harder.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's a really healthy environment, and everyone's also really supportive. There's no toxicity at all when it comes to the men. I mean, I don't know anything about
Yeah,
the
guys
ladies'
is
side,
great.
but the men's is I've never felt any
it's
sort of toxicity.
supportive.
towards
What's
it.
your what's your worst audition story?
I was going to ask, is that yours?
I fell over in my Erdang audition as well, so that was
Fell, as in like how?
great. In
Like face plant.
no,
like-
not so.
That'd been so funny.
Erdang is
Just
like
hits his screaming. Just smashes
No, he
his
just
face on
gets knocked out cold.
do you want us to
Just
restart
yeah,
the
can you just
music?
restart the music?
Yeah. Matt's like 1 second.
Erdang is like a prestigious drama school who are known for their dancing, and they do like a thing called Full Out Friday, where I think it's like every last Friday of every month. Maybe it's every Friday. I don't know. I didn't go there. But they do like a Full Out Friday thing where it's like this crazy routine with big tricks and big kicks. Anyways, at the audition and at most drama school auditions, you get the opportunity to do some counts of freestyle, whether it's 8 counts or 16 counts.
It's my worst nightmare.
Yeah. And the idea of that is like if you've got any party tricks and stuff, if you can backflip, if you can do really good kicks, if you can do really good jumps.
I see where this is going.
Before you say anything, say we were in this room
Yeah.
and they said, "Have you got any party tricks?" What are you doing? Because I know we can't do what he can do.
Yeah,
What are you pulling out the bag?
some sort of Fortnite dance probably.
Yeah.
I think I would do a forward roll.
It's
Just
also
the
a chance for them
slowest
to see
forward roll.
personality. So if you're not the craziest dancer, you can still show them. Like, you could do like Neil from The Inbetweeners does. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be anything nuts.
Fair.
You
Yeah.
can show personality as well. You could start doing like the robot and like.
I just know if I'm cracking that out, I know at that point I'm not going any further.
You never know. But anyway,
I just start screaming.
they're like, Sam, this
For
is a
16
dance
counts.
audition.
Just do your heavy metal scream again. I can do this.
But I've actually just remembered this audition day was doomed from the start because they also do a ballet audition where they have bars, like loads and loads and loads of ballet bars. There's like 60 people in the audition. It's a bit nuts. And you have to do bar work. And I was wearing like, you know, the Adidas shorts. They're not like baggy, but they're not cycling shorts. So I was wearing those, and they're pretty short anyway. And then underneath, I was wearing a unitard, which is like leggings and a top all in one.
Okay.
That's just what you have to wear in ballet.
Yeah.
And
I'm just imagining a story that is probably nothing that is what you were going to say.
Well,
it's really fun.
so you're also in ballet supposed to wear a jock strap, and that's so you don't twist anything and get injured. And it's also so when you're dancing, people aren't getting a whole eye full of
Okay, it's
stuff
exactly
going
what I
everywhere.
thought you were going to say.
So, but I had forgotten my jock strap, which is why I wore my shorts over the top, because I was
I see.
like, at least they're going to give me a little bit of privacy.
Yeah, because
anyway,
to be fair, if you're dancing, if I'm on the panel and you're dancing and you don't have a jock strap and your shorts aren't on, my eyes
And
are
it's
going to go
going
straight
everywhere,
there.
yeah.
My eyes are going to go straight to whatever's swinging about.
yeah. So, so then the ballet teacher notices and stops the whole ballet audition, and orders me to take the shorts off. And they were like, because we
Oh.
can't see your lines properly. And I was like, you're a liar, because my shorts stop halfway down my thighs. You can see my straight. It's not like they're covering my knees.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, she knew that
Can
she
you
was
just
outing me for getting my.
Take them off. Take your shorts off quickly. Just want to have a closer
And
look.
she was really scary. She had a bamboo stick that she walked around with, and she would just like adjust people's lines and
Oh.
stuff. But there was the fear that she'd be like,
Just whack you.
"Yeah, you're
Right.
not doing good enough." Bang.
She's testing if you got a jock strap on.
But anyway, so then I had to then walk. They've got these like screens at the back. I had to walk behind the screens, take my shorts off, put them in my bag, walk back to my bar, which was in the middle of the freaking audition. Anyway, embarrassing. And then it gets to the freestyle part of this audition.
Rock hard.
Brother. Sorry.
Check this line out.
Here's my ballet bar.
That is fucking grim. Anyway, so I walk back into the middle of the room, do the audition, shut up. And it gets to the freestyle part, and I think I did like a pirouette and a box jump, and then there's a thing called a hitch kick, which is where you like bring one knee up and then use the momentum to kick the other leg. So
Yeah.
Okay.
both your feet are off the floor, and you go whoop-ah,
Oh, okay.
like that. It's kind of like a ninja kick.
Yeah.
Anyways, the adrenaline's pumping, and I do it, and I kicked so hard, like the hardest I've ever kicked in my whole life, that the momentum just took me round, and I just literally landed like smack on my back in the middle of the audition. It's like a dance floor, so it's kind of sprung, so the thud is like like a bomb's gone off, and there's just me like
It's just Matt goes like, I can just imagine he keeps
like rolling
the
it.
wind taken out of him.
Well, I got back up and acted like I was fine, but maybe I should have just rolled around screaming like I've broken my back. Maybe they'd have given me more of a chance.
Help me!
Call an ambulance!
There's water on the floor. I slipped.
That is pretty traumatic.
So that might be up there with the Panto audition as...
One of the worst.
It was more embarrassing than the Panto audition because at least everybody screwed it up
Yeah.
in my most recent
Yeah.
one. I think that's it as far as... like.
I mean, that's a pretty
awful-
valid worst story.
And then right before that, I was feeling great because this was back when drama schools were even more messed up than they are now. And there was a bit at Erdang where they take you into their like medical facility for injuries and massages and stuff. But at the audition, they just use it as like, they've got lots of individual rooms so they can get through lots of people. And they take you in there and they measure you. They measure all your muscles. They measure your
okay.
waist. They measure your height. And they put you on scales. And then they do a cut. Not based on any of the measurements
Oh,
they've just taken.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't get cut. So I was feeling good. I was like, they think I'm skinny enough, I guess. But yeah, they don't do that anymore.
That's terrible.
They do not do that anymore. That was my first year
It's pretty
auditioning.
fucked up.
Yeah, it was awful. I mean, it made me feel great because I got through.
Yeah,
But there was people that didn't even get the chance to do anything. Because that's at
Yeah.
the start of the day.
That's ridiculous.
You don't even get the chance to like say your name.
That's appalling.
Yeah, they're just
there's
like...
no wonder so many people have like weight issues.
It's
and
yeah,
awful.
Yeah, that's bad.
But yeah, so that was probably my worst. How about you guys?
Sam, you got one?
No, you should go first. Mine's a bit of a saga.
Oh my god.
Mine's probably the Guys and Dolls one was bad. for the recent show that I did before JCS was Guys and Dolls. I went in really late to audition for Sky. I'd been going through the song throughout the day, hadn't heard it before or properly.
Oh yeah.
And got there, didn't know the lines of the scene at all. So the whole scene, I was looking at the paper and acting opposite Francis, who was Dennis in Rock of Ages. So I was like, this is great because
That's
I've worked
comfy,
with
yeah.
him so much.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can bounce off him quite well, but I just couldn't get off the paper. And it was such a big paragraph.
Yeah, that's tough.
And I was like, fuck, this is awful. I'm just looking. I was like, this is so boring to watch. I know it was boring because I was bored. If I'm bored, I know you're bored. So did that, and then did the dance. I felt okay about because I had been to the launch, learnt the dance. It wasn't too technically crazy. So I was like, oh, I actually feel really good about this. And then the song came along, and I was just like, "This is just shit." And one of the ladies came up to me on the panel, and she was like, "Just stay still and just look at them when you sing." And I was like, "Oh fuck, I never look at panel when I audition. I always look above them." Or to the
Yeah, and
side.
that's fair enough.
She was like, "Look at them and sing the song." And I was like, "But I don't know the words. I need to look at the paper." So I tried. I got through it. What
song is it? Luck Be a Lady?
I think it was Luck Be a Lady, but it was like a bit further on than what I had known.
From 24 Hour.
Yeah, because did it in that, and then it was just a bit further on. And I just didn't know it and got confused. It's very repetitive, so it was like
It is.
I was in the bit of just it wasn't great, but I think they felt sorry for me and gave me the role anyway.
That's not true.
I spoke to Jamie afterwards, and he went, I was like, "That was shit, wasn't it?" He was like, "Yeah, that was shit." He was like, "We really need to work on your audition technique," and because he was like, "That was bad," and I was like, "Yeah, I know."
Well, listen, Jamie, you still gave him the role, so what does that say about you?
Yeah. Thanks, Jamie.
Yeah, what was your competition in that role?
Yeah, I don't think there was any.
That is so rude.
So that's why I got the role. Hey, I'll happily take that. I loved that role eventually.
No,
But yeah, I'll happily get it.
You smashed the role once you did it, but
yeah, man.
But yeah, you were asked to audition.
Yeah.
That's why you were so.
And I
Like,
still
we
fucked
should
up.
put. I'm saying that so people don't think that you like just weren't prepared.
Oh,
You-
yeah.
You were literally asked, and
They
then like
said,
2 days
"Could
later you did it.
Could you come in and do it?" And I was flip-flopping between
How
doing it and not.
long
And then
between-
I had like 2 days where they asked me, and then I'd
Yeah.
said no. And then Jamie was like, "Just think about it." And then on the day, I text Esper, and I was like, "Okay, I'll come in and do it
So you
tonight."
had no. So yeah, so you had no time to prepare.
Not really, but
That's
But they
fair
needed
enough.
you, man, and you smashed it. So.
Yeah.
thank you. I've had some weird ones in Central London as well. Like, I had one for a shaving advert, and they were like, "We want you to like pretend to hold an orange and then shave the orange." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And then so I'm like, hold on, I'm like holding this orange, and I'm just like, just pretending to shave the orange. And then they're like, "Now eat it." And I'm like, I don't like oranges. Firstly, I've never peeled an orange in my life. I just assumed.
I remember this.
I was just like peeling, just really slow, just really basic peeling it.
Wait, how old were you?
Like 20 through 24, maybe?
How the hell did you reach 24 years without peeling an orange?
Never had
by
an
the
orange.
way?
They're great.
That is
never-
crazy.
I've never
though.
eaten
that
an
is
orange.
That is nuts.
I want to try an orange. I just never have.
Wait, you still haven't?
No.
What?
Yeah, I know.
That's got to change.
Next episode.
Eat
You're
it.
having
Okay,
an
fine.
orange.
I'll eat an
You
orange.
haven't never eaten an orange?
No.
I don't believe it.
Well, okay.
We used to
Ever
get them,
in your whole life?
We used to get them
No.
at primary school, like given to us at lunch.
Yeah,
What?
I just,
What?
no, never. Is that bad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's like only that. It's like I mean, the only thing worse than that is saying that you'd never eaten an apple.
Or like never drunk water. You want-
That's that's too far. Never drunk water.
It's like saying you never eaten chicken.
Well,
No,
that's
yeah,
kinda,
it is.
That is close. Yeah, that's kind of.
well, okay. You know what? I've never eaten an orange.
That is crazy.
I guess I will be soon.
you eaten a
because-
banana.
Yes, I've eaten a banana. Yeah.
You've eaten an
See,
apple.
it's the
Yeah,
same.
even I've never eaten a pear. Or a kiwi.
To be fair,
Kiwis are fucking weird.
I wouldn't blame you for not eating a kiwi.
Kiwis are
I
hairy.
still have, but like,
You don't eat the hair.
Do you not?
No.
I thought you like slice it into like
you
things.
can. Some people do eat
You
it whole.
can, but I wouldn't eat the
Kiwis
hair.
are fucking weird though.
Kiwis are weird. Kiwis
Like
are
who's
weird.
eating a kiwi?
Do you know what's weirder?
I like it.
Not eating an apple. I mean an orange.
Oh, you fucked it up.
Anyway, what's your audition story?
Okay, I won't try. Try not to make this go on too long, but it is a bit of a day. You know when you have those moments in life where you think about, like, they just will never leave your memory, and you think
Yeah.
about them every day in the shower and all that stuff. This is one of those
Haunts
days for
you.
me.
Is it only in the shower?
Only before bed, in the shower. So I auditioned for Central when I was at college.
How old were you? Because I was with you the night before you went. We were young.
I want to say it would have been instead of doing my H&D, so it probably would have been
like 19?
20,
19,
right?
18, 19.
You stayed at my house the night before.
Yeah.
To get hyped up.
Yeah.
But it
And
was a terrible decision because I'm in the middle of nowhere.
basically,
Yeah, true.
so the way Central Audition worked, at least when I auditioned, was you'd pick of their 3 kind of courses, which was acting, musical theatre, and it was like collaborative theatre.
Yeah.
And you pick in an order of which one you'd want to be thoughtful.
Sure.
So I obviously was like musical theatre first, acting second, collaborative theatre third. And which is funny because I went on to do a collaborative theatre degree after that. But yeah, so you had different requirements for each thing, and there was so much that I was like, I'm only going to prepare for the musical theatre one, because
Sure.
I'm not interested in doing the others really.
Yeah.
So I needed to like have a song or part of a song, and then I needed to have. They asked for 2 monologues, a classic and a modern. No, it was 2 classics. It was 2 classic monologues and a song.
Oh,
But
that is different.
The
That's
second
rough.
classic monologue was only going to be used if you got to the recall of the acting
Right.
acting course.
Okay.
So I learnt 1 classic monologue and 1 song.
Oh, you didn't prepare.
That is rookie.
Well, I prepared. I didn't prepare to
but
I
go
didn't prepare
further.
for an acting. I didn't prepare for the acting course.
No.
So we get there, and I'm with my friend Georgia at the time, and we've gone together, and the day goes on. I do my first monologue. It was great. It was the one from The Tempest about the rock. I can't remember what. You played the rock.
Oh, Caliban.
Yeah, when he's talking about the rock, hiding under a rock. or something.
Yeah. I did that exact same one.
It's a great monologue.
It's a good one.
It's a great monologue. I can't remember how it goes.
You doing that?
But so I did the monologue. It was great. It felt great. And then we went into this room, and they were doing stuff like physical work, like pretend to be a monkey, and like pretend to be like, they'd put us in groups, and they'd be like, you're like a group of apes, and then you're a group of
Right.
elephants, and
Classic drama school
yeah,
stuff.
classic drama
Yeah.
school bollocks. And we did that, and it felt great. And then they got us to stand in a line, and they were like, okay, we're just going to hear your part of your song.
That is so rude.
And so they went through every single
What
person,
the
and I've just remembered
fuck?
they asked for this is why I got confused about the monologues. They asked for a musical theatre song and like a modern song, like a pop song.
Pop song, yeah.
And I knew the pop song, I knew the musical theatre song, but the pop song had been in my head all day. So they got to me, and I just sang the pop song that I'd chosen, and literally, I got through maybe 2 lines, and they went, "Thank you very much." But they did that for everybody.
Okay.
So basically, I did a whole monologue, physical theatre training basically, and then 2 lines of a song,
Yeah.
which isn't enough to grade anybody on singing.
No.
And then, so then we get put into this hall, and like what happened with you, they came in and they cut.
It's awful.
Yeah.
I've been
They
in
just
the
read out
exact
the
same
names,
room.
don't they?
It is fucking.
It was awful.
Awful.
So bad.
I couldn't imagine the feeling of not. Because I was really lucky that I
Yeah.
didn't get cut, but I could not imagine the feeling.
Oh, it's
of doing
awful.
it.
Yeah, you just got to pick up your bags and go.
So I was in a group.
So sad.
I was in a group of I don't know, 12 people maybe, and they were reading all the courses out, and they got to acting, and my name was called for a recall, and no one else in my group got recalled, including my friend, including one of my good friends at the time. So I felt extremely embarrassed because I sat with a bunch of people, and I was the only one who got a recall.
Yeah.
But also, I'd been recalled for the course that I didn't want.
Yeah.
So I looked around, and I was kind of like, I was thinking, like, they were like, you're free to leave if you aren't happy with the course that you've been given, and
Oh, interesting. Okay.
and stuff like that. But I have huge social anxiety, so I just kind of sat there and thought about it for too long, and realised, okay, I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to do the second audition. And doing the second audition meant doing my second monologue, which I hadn't learned.
Yeah, no second monologue.
So I spent half an hour drilling this monologue, and none of it stuck. Obviously, the stress, the adrenaline. It wouldn't have stuck.
Yeah.
God.
There's just so many things I look back on in this day and think, why did I do it? I should have just left.
Was it a classical monologue again?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was one from like, it's like, I can't remember. It was another Shakespearean one.
It's so unfortunate it was another classical one, because if it wasn't, you could have just fucking blagged your way through a modern one.
Yeah.
You could have literally said anything.
You could have made it up on the spot.
You could literally have done that.
But I think
told
that
a
might have been
story.
why they did it.
Yeah.
So I walked up to this guy who's been recalled, and I said, what monologue are you doing? And he was doing the same monologue as me. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Can we like drill it together? And he was like, yeah, sure. I was like, I'll be real with you. I don't know it.
Yeah.
My phone's going off.
That's all right.
And so he knew that I didn't know what I was doing. So
He's gassed.
Yeah, he's super gassed. And so, and the whole time
gassed.
I'm building up with nerves because I don't know this monologue.
Yeah.
The time comes, a group of 7 of us now walked into this room, probably no bigger than this.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit wider.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
they had the panel, and there was a panel of 3 people who are apparently all esteemed people that have big names and all this stuff. And we all sat in a semicircle watching each other's monologues.
I hate it when they do auditions. I hate it so much.
And the whole time I'm now hot with sweat. I'm like hot, and I look over, and there's this like 3rd year next to me who like brought us up, and I looked at him and I started panicking, and I looked at him and I was like, dude, I don't know. I was like, I don't know it, and I was like, I can't do this. And he was like, you'll be fine. He just obviously thought I was really nervous. And he was like, you'll be fine. I was like, no, you don't understand. I don't know my monologue. And he was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. And I was like, he was like, okay, what do you want me to do about it? He's like 20. He's like, must be like 22 years old. He's like, I don't.
Yeah.
I can't help you.
I can't help you, bro. You're
We're here.
Yeah.
So I get called up in the middle of the room.
This is awful.
And they say, what monologue are you doing? And I said, I'm doing this monologue, but I'll be honest with you, I don't know it. You could hear a pin drop. And they said, why haven't you learnt it? And I said, look, and I just came out and like with pure honesty, I was like, look, I came here for musical theatre. I didn't think I was going to get into this recall.
Yeah.
I realised I probably should have left. And I'm sorry for wasting your time. And they were like, hey, it's fine. We'll do your first monologue again. But he was like, obviously, and this is annoying because it's stuck with me. He was like, obviously you were recalled for a reason. And he was like, and it's a massive shame that you haven't come prepared.
Oh, I'm not angry with you. I'm disappointed.
Oh, man.
So we workshopped my first monologue, sorry. And that was fine. Obviously, I was all over the place. Just my nerves were shot. I did the monologue fine, but I wasn't my best. As I said, my nerves were shot, and I was just ready to go home. And I remember leaving and being on the train home, obviously knowing that it was just pointless. And I had basically created a humiliation ritual for myself.
So
voluntarily.
That's so funny.
Put myself in a room with 8 people and gone, I don't know what I'm doing. So and I remember it was the quietest I've ever been on the way home. I must have just stared at the back of the chair.
Oh my God.
This has been maybe one of the worst experiences of my life. But yeah, so I told you it was a bit of a saga. But
what makes it funnier is, so he stayed at my house the night before, and he didn't have any tracksuit bottoms to wear. He wears mine, and we're quite the high difference.
Yeah.
So it was probably up to him with
3/4 lengths.
tracksuit bottoms.
They're like, who's this guy they've just pulled in off the street? Does he even know what's happening today?
They slightly changed it, right? So I auditioned for Central a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I saw him the night before we went to watch a show. We watched the Jordan's Bear musical thing. And I was staying in London that night. My girlfriend
yeah.
and we watched the show together. And I got up super early, went there. I knew... So the process was a little bit different from when you did it. So it was a song, a classical monologue, and your own... You got given an art piece, and you had to create something with that art piece.
Oh, wow.
And I wrote a monologue and then did that monologue. And that was it. You had 3 things to do.
Damn.
We were separated into groups and got put in a room, and there was the 3 panel and stuff. And then afterwards, you got taken into the big room, like they said, and you got cut through the day, through in that
It's
one
savage.
space. After, I think it was after a lunch break, so you're thinking about everything you've just done, and then you go into that room and they just start cutting people.
Yeah.
And they did it alphabetical order, and my name was first, and they called me for all 3 things to go back. And I was like, what? I was the only person who got called for 3 things.
Wow.
I felt on top of the fucking world.
Yeah, that's
But the
sick.
whole time, this is how I sat the entire time. Because when they said we're going to read their names out, I was like, I can't do this. This is fucking awful. I sat like this and didn't move until everyone had left. Because I couldn't look at their faces as they were getting cut and just leaving.
Yeah.
I was like, it's fucking brutal.
It is really brutal.
And just to top it off, I had pulled both my quads 4 days before this and went into the collaborative theatre one, and they wanted me to jump about as Caliban, and I was in fucking agony.
Yeah.
It was awful. Absolutely awful.
Yeah, I mean, and it was a bit, it was gutting for you, wasn't it? Because you got to
so I did the 3, got recalled a further, like a week after for acting, and then got offered a foundation year, and then didn't take it because I wanted to do the whole 3 years.
Yeah.
And then just started to self-represent myself.
Yeah, people are at different stages when they want to do foundation.
Yeah, I thought I was too old at that point to just do 1 year. I would have liked to have done the 3 years and then seen where it went. It didn't turn out that way, and I'm happy I didn't do it.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, it's all worked out. It always works out.
Yeah.
But, I remember talking to you through the whole thing, and you were this close. It was really.
What was really funny is I sent Sam the email I got where it said you haven't been accepted for the 3 years. He read it wrong and just started spamming texts of like, I fucking knew you could do it. Let's go. Fuck yeah. And then I went, reread the picture.
The email,
and he went,
brother.
oh, fuck, I'm so sorry. It made me laugh because I was like, I saw the email. I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I was like a bit gutted, but it was just so funny seeing his reaction. And then me being like,
that's funny. Read it.
Just
again.
reread it.
At my Arts Ed audition, when I was straight out of Brit, I auditioned for loads of places. I auditioned for like 6 schools, and that just reminded me that you saying about when you get cut. At Arts Ed, they did the same, sit you all down, and they read out the names of the people who are going through, and then everybody else has to leave. And as you're leaving, they hand you a rejection letter.
Oh.
They give it to you, and you should have seen the bin outside
full,
Arts Ed, just piled high of these like, thank you so much for your time today. We're really sorry that we couldn't offer you what you blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up.
The only one that was doing cuts on the day when I did it was Central. Every other one I auditioned for didn't do cuts on the day.
Yeah.
It's the most
brutal.
Yeah, it's the most brutal thing.
Fucking brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, I also auditioned for GSA, and I'd probably say that's maybe that GSA audition was maybe the most what I thought an musical theatre audition was going to be like. Like it was like brutal competition. Like no one spoke to each other.
Oh.
No, it's very toxic there.
Very like when you walk into like the theatre block, and all the students are just looking at you.
Yeah.
Like fresh meat.
Wow.
They're all there in
Yeah.
their like leotards and like
Yeah.
performance out, and they're just staring at you like.
Oh, fucking hell.
And they're all tall and skinny, and they look like they should be in the Book of Mormon. And
Not to use an old-fashioned phrase, but it's all tits and teeth. Like
Yeah.
everyone's just like.
I felt like the oldest one there, and I was 25.
that's what they like, though. There was some people on my course. There was one girl on my course that was 32
Yeah.
at GSA,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
that was like 10 years older than I was.
But I
at
thought
the
I did a
time.
lot better in my GSA audition, but my dance let me down, I think.
Which is interesting because GSA isn't really known for the dancing, but
Yeah, I was when I was at college, especially, I was poor. I was pretty poor.
I
Like we
mean-
were doing corner work and stuff.
yeah, but I was in I was lucky. So I did foundation course at GSA, and then I got moved up. They do you in sets, and you get it was pretty cool because only in dance you got set with the BA course as well. So you were getting exactly the same dance training that the 3 years were getting, but just for 1 year. And I got moved up sets twice, which was pretty cool. But
That's
then
awesome.
I was the only guy from foundation in my dance. There was 2 other girls that were also moved up with me, but I was the only guy, and that was very intimidating because by that point I was in like middle. There's like top, middle, bottom, and I was in middle. So those were like the guys that would probably be in top set by the time they reached second year. So that was pretty intimidating.
Wait, I always forget this. Are you a year younger than me and Brandon?
Not only by school year.
Yeah, school year.
We're all born in
but
98, I think, right?
But that's kind of the part that I'm interested in, because obviously we probably would have been auditioning at the same time if you were in my school year.
The second time. Wait, I auditioned in 2017.
No, he was a year younger than us in school year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if he was in the same year as us, we would have been auditioning at the same time.
Yeah.
So So we might have actually seen each other and not known each other.
Yeah.
But
it was really random. I saw a casting thing the other day, and I recognized this guy from like an audition or a drama school audition, and it's like 10 years later now.
Wow.
I was like, I know you. You were at my GSA audition.
oh mate, I did Les Mis with a theatre group that doesn't exist anymore. They went bankrupt. There was a group called SYMT. They were like Surrey Youth Musical.
Yeah.
I did Les Mis with them when I was 18, and the guy who played Marius last year played Marius in West End.
Oh, what's his name?
Jacob, I think.
Oh, okay.
Played him for a year, I think.
Oh no, different Jacob. Sorry.
But yeah, I knew that because I went on Facebook for the first time in ages, and there was this chat of the whole group that from SYMT. We had a Facebook group at the time.
Oh, cool.
And they were all talking about like, good luck on your final night and stuff.
Wow.
And I was like, you're joking! Like
what a full circle moment.
Yeah, this kid is like, he was a proper like kid, and he was really talented, but he went on to do it in West End. I'm like, that is like the story. That's
so
that
cool.
is very cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
But he had a great audition. Full circle.
But I think, let us know in the comments
if
you guys have got any
fun audition stories.
stories, embarrassing audition stories.
Yeah.
If you got any auditions, let us know.
Yeah. Okay, so before we end, I've just got it's not really an announcement, but
A PSA.
A PSA. So basically, I'm now very lucky to be working a full-time job that I really enjoy, and what it has made is that my life is a lot more busy now. So making myself available for the pod has become a lot more difficult. So I spoke to these two, and we came to the kind of conclusion that I'm not taking a step back per se, but I just need to have the ability to not attend because I won't be free, and I don't want to keep letting these two down by like cancelling last minute, or like, because so many things just pop up in my life now. Like I'm looking after dogs, and I'm walking dogs pretty much all day, and it's just, I'm super busy all the time because we have rehearsals. And anyway, I don't want to make excuses because I love the pod and I want to be here, and hopefully I will be here and you won't notice the difference.
Yeah.
But if you ever see any episodes in the future where I'm not here, it's probably because I'm too busy walking dogs.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And I want these two to I don't want these two to have to explain my absence every single time. So, sorry about that. And as I said, hopefully, fingers crossed, my life gets a bit more in order, and we can get kind of a stable filming setup back. But
yes, sir.
As I said, if I disappear every now and then, that'll be why. But I apologize.
He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
He just needs a bit of time to sort stuff out. And like we say, if it goes smoothly, it will mean that we never have to do a me and Matt episode. But if something happens and we do, then we do.
Yeah.
He's not leaving.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
But yeah, I just yeah, as I said, I don't want to mess these guys around because the pod means a lot to all of us and we want it to be consistent most of all. So I thought I'd just explain myself now. So as I said, they don't have to explain me every time I'm not here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Auditions for the role of Sam
Yes,
will be
they
put
will
up
be
in
coming.
a few weeks.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys. I guess that's a somber way to end the episode. But
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys want to...
Like, comment, subscribe, follow,
Share.
put it on your story.
Put it on your WhatsApp story. Put it on your
Yeah.
TikTok story.
Send it to your gran.
Yeah, put it
Send-
on
yeah.
all
She'll
of the
love it.
Put it on all the computers in the Apple Store.
Yeah. Get us to 100 subscribers as soon as possible, and then we'll hit another milestone after that.
Yeah.
Bang, 1 million.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Good work.
Nice.